We're back here on The Spread with our pop culture analyst, our pop culture expert, our zeitgeist expert, Michelle Beadle. You might know her from FanDuelTV. Michelle, appreciate you hopping back in the expert chair and joining us.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I'm ready for this. This is all good pop culture right now.
All right, so once we get to the end of the year, everyone likes looking back at their 2022, everything they messed up, their favorite moments as well. Here at OddsChecker, we decided we'll take a page out of Spotify's book. Let's go with our own Wrapped, but not for music. We're going to do it with our favorite pop culture and sports moments of 2022. And Michelle, we're deciding to do a draft for this episode of The Spread. So each of us are going to have our starting five of most iconic pop culture or sports moments from this year. And whoever has the best starting five gets a gold star. We'll let the internet decide who has the best one. You all set?
I like that. Yep, I'm ready.
All right, well, I'll give you the option here. Do you want the first overall pick, or do you want to snake back around and have picks 2 and 3?
I want to snake back around and do 2.
All right. So I get the first pick. I'm going to go with Will Smith's slap on Chris Rock. The slap heard across the world. This actually ended up being the most streamed video on YouTube. 103 million people watched the original video of that, which is insane. I didn't believe it was true, honestly.
No, you know what? You are not the only one. So many people did. And I just saw Chris Rock do his stand-up. It was real because he goes on for about 10 minutes and it seemed very real. That was iconic for not the best of reasons, but yes.
Yeah. Iconic. Well, not the best for me. I didn't get slapped. So.
Right? I didn't get slapped on global television. Yeah, that was awkward. Okay, Will Smith. Okay, so does that mean I go next?
So you go next. You have picks 2 and 3.
Okay, for 2 and 3, I'm going. Ooh, okay. Well, you know what? I feel good about this. Number 2, I'm gonna go Pete Davidson, and you're like, Pete Davidson, what? And I'm just gonna say, Pete Davidson is the moment because I can't explain it. I don't have any clear vision as to what exactly it is he does to these women when he puts them in this trance, but he has one of the most beautiful dating resumes of anyone. I mean, he puts Derek Jeter 90s version 2000 to shame. So I'm going to go Pete Davidson as my number 2 moment as a person. That is a strong pick.
That's a strong pick.
I mean, okay. And you know what? That's funny because we're going to go from love stories of the Pete Davidson era to a breakup that was a monster breakup. People seem to be handling it very weirdly. And I'm going to go Tom Brady and Gisele. Gisele may or may not have already moved on. Good for her either way. But that to me is one of the biggest breakups in pop culture history. And this goes back a while. I've been following these damn breakups for quite some time. That one was big.
Yeah, we published odds on OddsChecker for who would be the next girlfriend. We had really interesting names on there. Some of them were just kind of random throw-ins.
Who was the best? Like, who'd you think?
I mean, the most spicy one, the one that I kind of hoped for, was Kim Kardashian, just for the memes. But there were some interesting ones, and there's just the whole Leo DiCaprio thing going on with celebrities that you date people 20 years younger. Hope we don't get a repeat of that, but hey, that's just me. I'm not going to.
It's a real male thing, my friend. It's a real male thing. I get it.
I'd rather not associate myself with that, but that's a story for another time.
Wise, so wise. Okay, all right. I feel good about mine.
All right, so you have Pete Davidson 1, and you have the Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen breakup for 2. For my second pick, I'm gonna go with Wordle. What I had completely forgot about, which completely took over the internet. I forgot that was this year. It has been a long year, Michelle.
That was this year. That's crazy because if you ask me, I mean, I played it every day religiously and then I stopped, but that was this year, wasn't it? God, all right, these years fly by and yet seem to drag on forever. I can't explain it. All right, that's a good one. All those games.
So I have
Wordle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
you do Hurdle?
Yeah, I did do Hurdle. I did the whole 9 yards. I did Purdle for a while. I did the one that has the 4 boxes. I was all in and then I was all out.
They know that. They know our attention spans are. Okay, so you have Wordle.
Yep. So I got my starting point guard with Wordle. I have my enforcer down low with the Will Smith slap. For my third pick, I'm gonna take St. Peter's run in March Madness. I mean, this was insane. As a New York / New Jersey guy, it was just awesome to watch in the area. They came in as a plus 10,000 odds to make the Sweet 16. I mean, it was madness. I got to go with that as my starting small forward.
And that one almost has like validity to it. Like that's a serious one that was enjoyed by a nation. And that also, again, feels like forever ago. March feels like forever ago. Okay, so I'm gonna go with. I'm a little torn here. I'm gonna do the "Don't Worry, Darling" drama here, only because what started out as a story involving Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde that I thought I didn't care about quickly became something I was reading way too much about when Jason Sudeikis, under a car, housekeeper, all that started getting involved. Then and some sort of magic sexy salad dressing. That was it. I was like, all right, I'm in.
Weird
This
times.
has too many things. Yeah, it's what are we even talking about? I don't know. But that's my third pick for my squad.
That's strong. Okay.
Also Harry Styles, people love him. He's got that thing too. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Something about
it. So I gotta do my 4 here, yeah? I like this one because it's a big enough umbrella that I don't have to rehash all of the ridiculous details. I'm just gonna call it the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets, period. Yeah. Because they've been the gift that keeps on, right? They seem to have gotten things under control. Kyrie seems to be content at the moment, and as long as he is, basketball will be played. But my goodness, that gave us a lot. Between 2 seasons, it gave us a lot. So the Nets, period.
I remember having conversations with my friends who also love basketball, and I was like, okay, if they win less than 2 championships, it's a failure, right?
Thank you.
And here we are 37 games later, and
not looking great, but I'm on track. They're on track again, kind of.
Yeah.
For now.
On track works.
Yeah, on track is good enough.
I was gonna take the World Cup next. But that kind of feels like a cop-out just because that's every 4 years. I'm gonna go with the US Open this year. Just everything around it. I'm a huge tennis guy, and just Serena Williams putting on one last run before retiring. Carlos Alcaraz becoming the youngest champion since 1990. Frances Tiafoe kind of lit a whole country on fire for tennis. I mean, that was so cool to watch.
That was a really good one. I mean, I love the US Open anyways, but it had so many storylines going to that. But, of course, Serena's not really retired now, so we'll see how that pans out. That should just be a thing too, like retiring to unretire is a whole thing by itself. Okay, I have my last one, don't I?
I still got a chance.
Oh yeah, you have yours. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good.
You're not gonna steal my last one.
I know. I was like, I'm the worst drafter. Okay.
My last one, I'm gonna go with Stranger Things. I've been a Stranger Things fan truther since day one. One of my favorite shows. Just the entire internet just completely getting wrapped up in one season. Everyone watching at the same time. Honestly, there was nothing like it for me.
It is. It's one of those shows. They almost lost me, I guess, last season. Then this season started, and I could not have been more invested. Like it was so good. As a 47-year-old, I was just like, this is creepy and gory and scary, and I'm 100% back. So it's so good. It's funny that you did that because I was thinking of shows too that sort of just uprooted society, and we were all talking about it. And this is where my timing gets off. Squid Game. That's my one. Although I feel like that is within this calendar year. Yeah.
I believe so.
Right at the beginning. Oh God, it has to be.
For the sake of the argument, I'm gonna give you Squid Game as your number 5.
Because I had friends watching that never watch anything, don't care about anything, don't know anything about pop, and they were all in. So for a show to do that, I was just like, and in a different language, and as Americans, we're usually pretty ignorant. We don't want to read. I'm not talking about myself. It was nice to see people embrace just something different. Loved it.
Yeah, it was. Speaking of shows that just had a complete stranglehold, that was definitely up there. Okay, so we have our top 5 on the screen. Let us know if you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching us. Let us know in the comments what you think, who you think got the, top 5 picks here. I don't know. I feel pretty good about my starting 5, but Michelle's giving me a run for my money, I think, here.
A gold star is at stake, people. This is serious.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake here. She's Michelle Beadle from FanDuel TV. I'm Matias Weilmann. We will catch you same time, same place next week. Thanks, Michelle.